All right, boys, we are here with break number 604. Hold on, I need to put the video things into the break. Just give me a second. I didn't clean up because I was trying to hurry up, and I like on my knees, like a buffer. I was gonna say, if you know what a buffer is, you know what a buffer is. I'm not gonna explain it, mostly because I'm gonna try to keep the breaks a little bit more. I gotta keep them a little bit more PC because I want to start doing some stuff for kids, especially with the shop gonna be full-time open in March. I want to do some more stuff with kids, and I want to do some kids breaks and stuff. So I probably need to clean up my good old military potty mouth. But anyways, guys, I tagged everybody that's in the break. Dropped the things. This needs actually shifted as a whole unit, like right here. Oh, right there. Team list is updated. The right-hand corner looks good. The only guy we don't have out there is my boy Cal. He's slacking. We'll get him out there in a second. Oh, Matt, you're ridiculous. Any Aaron Hernandez. No, I'm pretty sure he's gone forever, homie. Anyway. In the immaculate. Let's... Alright, we got Cal Ripken Jr. on the Charm City. Ben Baller did the car. Give a nice rub on the boxes. We have 5 Sapphire Edition, as you guys can see in the front. Let's say I've not opened any of this. I think I can get more of it if we really like the Sapphire. Maybe I can do it because I still have a case of HTA. We could always do some Sapphire and HTA, get a little spicy. I think I'm going to order a case of Jumbo 2021 Draft because I have a bunch of 2021 Bowman Draft Sapphire. Bowman 2022 draft right now, guys, it's really hard to get. People have gotten in this habit of breaking these big-ass player breaks, so it makes the boxes really expensive, and it's kind of crazy. I know that there's at least 2 or 3 people I saw were in Kashan's break that I know. His prices were pretty damn high because he had to pay so much for the boxes. Hey, Darren, how you doing, buddy? I was going to say, seen you jumped in and watched a break yesterday. If you're on Facebook, you should join the break group if you haven't. But if not, I hope you're having a good evening, nonetheless. But Mike, if you're in here yet, bro. So I'm in there's another hobby shop that's like down the street. I'm friends with the owner. And a guy's in there with vintage. Like I'm talking like a lot of vintage. Like Stan Musial, rookie cards. He's a lot of 50, 60 stuff. He has like some 52 manuals he's gonna bring in. But me and the dude that owns the shop get in a big fight about SGC for vintage. What is better, SGC or PSA? I tried to tell him, I said, for vintage, you should go with SGC because you're gonna get a true grade. Like PSA, you just don't know what you're gonna get. And the dude Mel that owns the shop, me and him are just going back and forth about it because he's old school, so it's like to him it's PSA or nothing. Like even Beckett's not anything grading wise. Like if you don't send your stuff to PSA, like you might as well not even send your stuff in to get graded at all. But the other dude that's always frequenting the shop, and I don't know if he has like an ownership stake in the shop or not. He has a lot of vintage, like highly graded vintage from the 50s, 60s, and 70s and PSA. Like he has some like PSA 8s and PSA 9s. But so I guess for basketball cards, there used to be cards like I think they call them tall boys, like the longer cards that are like really big. And he had a couple. He sent the PSA of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar before he was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I cannot remember what his name was, what his birth name was. And they came back as like a 5 and a couple 7s, and they're like thousands of dollars of cards. And they were showing me those today. Pretty sick. The centering's bad, but I mean the centering's bad on all those cards. We have Brian De La Cruz, Jackson Jobe, Alec Bohm. Mike has hit his quota in the break, and Alec Bohm, 430 out of 499. Mike will be happy the rest of the night. So don't have no Bergalis, just Alec Bohm. Yeah, Lou Alcindor, that's right. But yeah, he said he had like 3 Alcindor rookie cards when he was on the Bucks, and those are pretty dope. But not the guy that brought in cards. But anyways, I'm in there, and they're just talking up Jackson Holiday. And the guy's like, "You got any Jackson Holidays?" And the dude owns the shop's like, "No." I was like, "I got a couple autographs." And the guy's like, "How much you want? I'll pay you cash right now." We have Yankiel Fernandez,
Adrian Placencia. That's how I ended up selling the one for $280 cash. We have Luis Robert. That way I don't have to deal with eBay fees and trying to get it sold. Joey Bart, Jason Dominguez, Jose Rodriguez, Noel V. Marte, Rafael Devers, Joe Adele, Logan Ohop, Marcelo Mayer, Christian Hernandez, Jazz Chisholm Jr. But it's crazy that the base autographs for Jackson Holiday are $280+. We got Joey Votto and Jackson Merrill on the Shades of Greatness. Curtis Mead, Colton Cowser, Matt Chapman, Anthony Rizzo. We have a Yerlin Confidant on the Mint Berry Crunch Parallel. 20 out of 125 going to the Reds. And Kyle Wellman on the Yerlin. I guess the last couple on eBay and auction were selling for like $320 because there's just De Los Santos. The Baltimore Sun wrote an article today, Oscar Colas, or yesterday, saying that Jackson Holiday looks like the best infielder at camp and that he should be up by September and he's the future of the franchise. Julio Rodriguez, Rodolfo Castro. We're going to have Junior Perez on the autograph going to the Athletics, and that's going to be Travis Koo. I was going to say, but yeah. So the hype for Jackson Holiday right now in Baltimore is just kind of insane. We have Weimer and Don Con. But apparently he's down there and he looks like the smoothest infielder or whatever else. I didn't even know everybody reported to camp yet. I've been so busy with other stuff. I thought it was only pitchers and catchers so far. Yeah, he'll be up like the very back end for the playoffs or something. He won't actually have a role if they make the playoffs. I don't see them wasting any type of eligibility for him to stay down and not having to waste contract years when he's not going to start. So, but, yeah, that dude had like the dude that came in that shop had like 3 Stan Musial cards. He said he bought out a shop in like the 80s and he's just been sitting on this stuff for 30 years. So like, some of the stuff he brought in was crazy, but in a Tupperware container, yeah. Old people. We have Miguel Cabrera, Leora Peguero, Randy Arozarena on the fuchsia going to the Rays. That's going to Jordan Heller. Going to be a 292 out of 299 on the Randy. Got Wes Kath, Wilfred Veras, Jose Miranda, Aaron Ashby, Jackson Jobe, Denzer Guzman, Colson Montgomery, Bo Bichette, Gabriel Arias, Eguy Rosario, Blaze Jordan, Robert Hassel. Hey, Mark, I seen you pop in here. I don't know if you're still in here now. Are you going to the Topps thing this weekend? We got Manny Machado, Randy Arozarena, Curtis Mead, Jordan Walker, Luis Angel Acuna, Brandon Crawford, Brandon Marsh. We have Angeles. Oh, the A's auto is Junior Perez. On the speckle, and this is a 216 out of 299. I almost didn't turn this over because draft doesn't have the speckles aren't numbered, but in this they're out of 299. Nice Angeles. We have Cesar Prieto, Dan Urcuva, Altuve, Jose Ramirez. I have Ricardo Cabrera and Simone Juan. And have a redemption, and I don't remember who the redemptions are. Bowman Chrome Prospect Autograph, and it's going to be Yarlin Susana going to Josh Webb on the base Chrome Auto. I've seen him more and more lately in Chrome. I can order stuff from card shells whenever you want. Going to the second box of Chrome. We'll do 2 Chrome, and then we'll rotate back and forth between Chrome and Sapphire. And with Sapphire. But, I guess Mark must have popped in and popped out. Let's see. He said, I'll just thumbs up. You got a Susanna, however you say his name. There's going to be an orange right there. Not an auto, just of a player. I don't know who it is. Oh, here comes Tom Scarberry. Tom, did you watch the... Nah, he's too busy watching stuff on Uncommon. I was going to say, Tom, did you watch the Triple Threads break? No, you didn't. I was going to say, go back and watch that. I'm still your favorite. If I broke as much as email did, you'd be rich with the frequency I pull you crap. I was going to say, we got George Valera. We got Wes Kath for the White Sox. Garcia, Jackson Jobe, Andrew Vaughn, J.D. Martinez. Oh, so you did watch it. Fair enough. I'll just say, I'm glad he did watch it. We got Colson Montgomery, Jason Churio, Jonathan Mejia, Joey Gallo, Mookie Betts, Bay. Which, Bay has really good numbers, but I don't know why they don't call him up. We have Henry Davis, Alex DeJesus, Royce Lewis, Bryce Harper, and Henry Davis. We have James Wood, Benny Montgomery. We have Suzuki, Hunter Green, and for the Pittsburgh Pirates, we have O'Neal Cruz on the rookie. Orange, 14 out of 25. Going to Matt Freeman, and Matt Freeman just stays hot. I'm going to say on the orange. This one looks like it's pretty well centered, too. Matt had some sneaky good stuff in the Triple Threads. Gets the O'Neal Cruz rookie. 25. Marco Luciano, Pedro Pineda, Trey Turner, Josh Lowe. There you go, Tom. 231 out of 299. Vaquero. Yo, Tom, just hit me up if you want to just open boxes. I'll just get on camera for 3 hours and just open you personal boxes, buddy. I was going to say. Or just start bringing your boys in from... I mean, what are they going to do? I was going to say, they're not going to stop you. What, are they going to yell at you for bringing your boys over here? Start bringing a gang over here. Start with Quentin Wu, I was going to say. Only because I think Quentin's hilarious when I see him comment about stuff. I was going to say, got a Vaquero there going to Tom on the Nationals. We have Angeles and Rodriguez. And I'm still going to give you some shit about it, Tom. I was going to say. Let's get into the second mini box. Tom, I think you underestimate what your influence is. I've watched people in real breaks call on you like you got a bat signal to come and close a break. I've seen it happen. I think you have a lot more friends. Maybe the breakers aren't nice to you in the sense that they should be because they're pricks. But me and you've already had that discussion. I was gonna say my thoughts on some of the guys in the community that run things per se. But in general, I think you'd be surprised how many people actually enjoy your company when it comes to the breaking world. We have Jose Altuve, Colson Montgomery, Gavin Sheets. All right, Mike, you probably should have used better words there. We got 223 out of 499 on the Gavin Sheets of the White Sox and Robbie Coleman. Well, Robbie, I'm happy that Bowman's nicer to the White Sox than Triple Threads is to the Nationals. Since apparently the Nationals are hated in Triple Threads. We have John Kenzie, Noel, Marcelo Mayer, MJ Melendez, Yepes, Henry Davis, Danny DeAndrade, Balcazar, Spencer Torkelson. Tom, you just let me know when you want me to come out to West Virginia and come pick up all those hits that Real Break sends you and sell them for you. We got Bryson Stott, JJ Blade, Daniel Vasquez, Yasser Mercedes for the Twins, Wander Franco, and Corey Seager. Let's see, we got O'Neal Cruz, Fernandez, Placencia, Otani, Fernando Tatis Jr., Colson Montgomery on the Atomic. 8 out of 150. Colson Montgomery. Jose Rodriguez, Noelvi Marte, Salvador Perez, Freddie Freeman. And when you don't pay and somebody comes up and cleans up your mess, they get rewarded with a Sedane Rafaela going to the Red Sox and Matt Hogue. I was going to say, probably should pay your bill whenever the time is due. I'll just say, it's one thing if for whatever reason I don't give you an invoice or remind you. It's a different thing if I remind you and you just ignore me. Colton Cowser and Hernandez. I won't say names, but y'all can figure it out. So say I got warned, and then I should have just heeded to the warning, and I let it go because I give everybody a second chance. But I should have just never let him in the group. But no, Tom, I do think if you told people about the group, not that you have to do any of that, I think people would. I think people would follow. I think you'd be surprised how many people would follow you places. But my big issue, and I know this in general, is I don't have the product that Real Breaks does. I don't have access to that yet. One day. No, I don't care about Tom. You already know that that's a whole different thing because I literally send you your bill. Andrew Vaught, Jason Churio, Jose Ramirez, and Samuel Zavala. Is a nice Sapphire on the Zavala. I don't know what that's going for, but we have James Triantos, Josh Donaldson, Brandon Crawford, and Yordani De Los Santos. It's a nice little one for the Pirates as well. Don't worry, anybody that's new and never been in my Bowman breaks, everything that has a first on it gets top loaded. It doesn't matter if it's a damn, I don't know, a guy that's a bum. You never know when he could be that guy that gets streaky hot and comes up and just mashes like a Keno, and then you don't have his first top loaded and it's all dinged up and shit. We got Kuva, Trey Turner, Brandon Marsh, and Oscar Colas. I was going to say Colas should be a force. I was going to say Roismar Quintana, Vidal Brujan, Rain Don Khan, 97 out of 99. Going to the Dodgers. And Josh King on the first Sapphire hit on the teal. Got Manny Machado. Mendez. Wilson Contreras. Have a Jordan Walker and a Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 17 out of 75 on the orange. Going to the Blue Jays and Kevin Britton. The surprising Blue Jays hit on the Vladdy. Got Reed Detmers, Brian Acuna for the Twins, Marcus Semien, and Jordan Lawler. This card is bowed to all hell. Throw this in a top loader. Hopefully that straightens it out. That was not in reference to you, by the way, Tom. That was in reference to somebody that the last two times he's gotten a break hasn't. Byron Buxton, Eric Hernandez, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And Wilman Diaz. I need Wilman Diaz to step his shit up. I have Jose Altuve. Matt McLain. Elliot Ramos for the Giants, and Vera going to the Angels. Very bowed. I'll try to sit these down. Hopefully when they get in team bags, they should straighten themselves out, to be honest. Oh, you mean Nick Beckvar. I was going to say, that sounds about fucking right. I'm assuming that's who it is from Best Card Breaks. I was going to say, that is literally his card protection. 0. See, that man raw dogs everything. It's ridiculous. I can go to GTS. Here's a problem. Here's my big issue. I can go to GTS right now and get... I mean, they're not the best sleeves. Like, I use premium... For the most part, I'm going back to the essential sleeves for card shells just because... they don't have any of the 35 premium in a case form right now. But I can get 100 top loaders from card shells through business to business for, I think it's like $9 for 100 top loaders. You're telling me if you're making $600 a break, if not more on some of their breaks, you can't spend fucking $18 on top loaders? I mean, that'd be max that you're never going to use more than 200 top loaders. Like, I don't understand it. I don't... Like, that, look, my shipping is... Me and Mike just talked about it. My shipping is slow. My shipping is slow because when I do a Bowman break, the Bowman Draft Super Jumbos, I used a 200 and... like almost over 200 top loaders in the one because it was just loaded with first. The other one was a little bit under 200 top loaders. I mean, that just takes time to top load shit. I was going to say, we got Nolan Arenado, Chris Bryant. Look, man, I want to make sure if you don't hit anything, at least you can take the top loaders and reuse them. I was going to say Christian Hernandez, Roberto Campos, Yidi Capay, CJ Abrams, Juan Soto, Luis Angel Acuna, Purple Shimmer, 187 out of 250. Maybe I just care about the hobby more than others do, man. I don't know what else to say about it. Going to the Rangers, and that is Joseph Bryson. Christian Hernandez, Ellie De La Cruz, Mike Trout, Giancarlo Stanton, Elijah Dunham, Curtis Mead, Colton Cowser, Ryan Velade, Ryan Mountcastle, Marcelo Mayer, Yordani De Los Santos, Oscar Colas, Joe Ryan, Albert Pujols, Nick Lodolo to the Reds. $73 out of $199. I was going to say, Tom, you know that post that Mike made was about him, right? And then you go in there like, it's a free country, it's America. Yeah, I thought y'all two were going to have to fist fight. I was going to be like, yo, we about to have a Charm City brawl. We got Joey Wyman, Don Kahn, Paul Goldschmidt. I was laughing. I was like, oh, this should be a good one. I was like, Elliot Ramos. Two strong-willed, nice hit for Travis here. 199 out of 299 on the speckled autograph. I was like, two strong-willed people that are can be opinionated. I was going to say about to go ham in the baseball group. I was going to say. I think CJ Rodriguez, he's a younger cat, right? He's a little bit older, man. I thought. Oh no, he's the Vanderbilt kid, I think. We have Ramos and Willie Vasquez. I'm sure that'll get back to him. I was going to say, anytime I say something, people end up blocking me. I'm like banned from like 4 other card break groups because I was crying about them. Oh, I can't wait till get some more free time, if I can get a remote job, I'm going to make some parody videos of people breaking. I'm going to watch people's breaks. I mean, I'll make my own parody video first, but after that, I'm going to make parodies of people's breaks and see how it goes. Maybe I can be the Card World comedian. I also want to cut I like Instagram like wrestling promos on people. By the way, oh god, Jesus, stupid boat cards. By the way, I was gonna run a break with it, but if anybody wants a personal box of Immaculate Wrestling tomorrow when it comes in, by all means, have at it. I got 2 boxes. Tom, I don't know if you want to open those boxes by yourself, dude, I won't even run a break. You can just open. Yeah, I was gonna say that was Mike. He was bitching about best card breaks because Nick wouldn't. I mean, now the prices that Nick have aren't bad because the boxes went up, but at the time, the boxes were. Look, I'll be 100% honest with you. If you got your boxes allocated on Series 1, maybe you couldn't rebuy them now for that price, but at the time they were allocated at $125 from Peach State. I think they were like $121 at Southern, and Direct, I think they were like $115 or $117. So if you get them all allocated at $125 from the beginning, and you have a huge allocation, and they're all allocated boxes, you don't have to pay any premium. If you're charging and making $1,500 to $1,600 a break, like opening day, like you're just and that's unnecessary. We have Colson Montgomery, Artiga, Francisco Alvarez, Carson Williams, Shane Bays, Mackenzie Gore, Henry Davis, Tavar, Hedbert Perez, Pete Alonso, Matt Olson, J.J. Blade, Juan Bin Cho, and Max Muncy. Byron Buxton, Kyle Tucker, O'Neal Cruz, William Bergala, Wilman Diaz, Manny Machado, Reed Detmers. We have Cesar Cesar Prieto going to the Orioles out of 99, and Steve. It's going to be a 61 out of 99. Nelson Velasquez, Matt McLean, Jeremy Pena, Kyle Lewis Fernandez. What in the ever-loving God did you do to your autograph in this one? This dude has a pretty signature. Like, was he, like, testing out a signature on this card? What the fuck? Nice hit for the Rockies. This might actually be a unique signature, Dave. I was going to say, he was talking about the Series 1 break, but now I don't know what the Jordan reference is. I'll say, look, his autograph, I mean, is normally beautiful. I don't know what happened. I was going to say, this must have been like he was testing out a signature. Was like, I'm going to sign right here and test this one out and see what it looks like. But this could be worth a little bit more because it's unique. Let's say, Fernandez is supposed to be a really good prospect too, so might be a unique card there, Dave. We have Jackson, Job, and Mesa. Big. I mean, it's a big hit because he's a hell of a ball player in their system. Man, I hope the Rockies get their shit together as a system because they have so much young talent in there. Like, for them not to end up being good, well, they have to. I guess you have to pay people. They don't really like. I mean, they pay Chris Bryant a shit ton of money, but they don't really like paying people, do they? Guess that could be problematic. Oh, I stopped watching your guys' little feud because I know that it took everything out of you for your little Irish ass to bite your tongue a little bit because you would have pissed Tom off. I was like, no, my two conservative friends can't go at it like that. I was going to say. It's okay. I'm surprised Parlay J didn't step in and solve the problem since he is the master of all breaking universe. We have Mookie Betts, Drew Baker, Ellie De La Cruz, and Starling Marte. We have Ryan Velarde, Adrian Placencia, Colton Cowser, and Contreras. Bowman Sapphire cards are so pretty. Ryan Mountcastle, Anthony Gutierrez for the Rangers, Yiddy Capet, and Jarren Duran. Future stars Jarren Duran, by the way, according to Series 1. It's going to be a superstar, boys. We got Mike Trout, Roderick Arias, that's a nice one, Jeremy Pena, another nice one, and Samuel Munoz. Jeremy Pena on the orange. We got a 65 out of 75 going to the Astros. And Tyler Westgate. Nice orange sapphire. Arias is one of the big boys in here, so we'll top load him up. I mean, they're all going to get top loaded, but I'll top load him up on camera. Yeah, Arias is selling, or Pena is selling really well right there, but I think he's going to get popped for steroids. We got Anthony Rizzo, Freddie Freeman for the Dodgers, 75 out of 99. Going to Josh King. Dodgers claiming 2 of the hits in the Sapphire so far out of 4. Have Jake Berger and Alexis Hernandez for the Cubs. Eric Greco. Got Harry Ford. Julio Rodriguez on the base. For the Mariners, Jared Kelenic and Curtis Mead. Going to Scott Duran on the J-Rod. Garrett Mitchell, Jeremy Pena, Corey Seager, and Marcelo Mayer. Jason Dominguez, Nolan Arenado, Bobby Witt Jr., and Lonnie White Jr. On the first Bowman top load pile. Got to make sure Matt gets his fair share of $1.50 cards and 8-cent top loaders. Trust me, Tom. Don't worry about it. Mike hears worse from me every day. I mean, the guy cheers for the Philadelphia Phillies and the Philadelphia Eagles, so. Look, Mayer will get a sleeve and you'll like it, okay? We have J.D. Martinez, Christian Pache, Josh Lowe, Marco Luciano, Pedro Pineda, Mookie Betts, Andrew Vaughn, Garrett Mitchell. Garrett Mitchell had a night last night in the Series 1. On the green shimmer, 4 out of 99. Angeles, Luis Rodriguez, Bryce Harper, Joey Gallo, Yolbert Sanchez, Munoz, and Alex Hernandez. We have Hunter Green, Royce Lewis, Pedro Pineda, Noel, Acosta, Josh Lowe, Suzuki, Pedro Pineda for the Athletics out of 150. $144 out of 150. Yeah, DeAndrade, Belcazar, Lindor, Trey Turner, and Danny DeAndrade going to Austin. This has a bunch of, I mean, it has a print line on it, but it also has a whole shit ton of chrome dust on it. Where the hell is my fiber cloth here? Try to blow it off. Danny DeAndrade on to Austin. We have Vasquez and Yasser Mercedes. Look, man, I know the Pirates are probably never going to make it to the World Series. I ain't worried about it. Tom, you said there's a guy that tries to sell you Michael Jordan cards, like way overpriced all the time. Do we need to go to a different part of West Virginia and just beat him up for him? Like, do we need to rob him like it's the playground? Is that... You know who's surprisingly selling for a shit ton of money? Is Emmanuel Rodriguez. Holy hell are his cards high priced. Tom, you might want to look into that in your collection. If you got any Emmanuel Rodriguez's, strike that iron while that's hot. Because I know you get in some of those random like player and random team breaks in some of the groups from 2021 Bowman. I don't know how you got your collection organized, but 2021 Bowman, Emmanuel Rodriguez, his stuff is bonkers. We have Starling Marte, Matt Manning, Noel, Zach Veen, Warming Bernabel, Jake Berger, Jared Kelnick, Dari Lorenzo on the shimmer, going to the Astros. Or anybody, that's for anybody. If you have Emmanuel Rodriguez's, I would sell them. We have Valera, Paguero, and Semien. Stephen Kwan, Logan Davidson, Harry Ford, Quintana, Cal Raleigh, Jarren Duran, Luis Rodriguez, Verdugo in the super shitty Photoshop jersey, Perez, Ketel Marte, Edward Cabrera, Rain Don Khan, going to the Dodgers, and Josh King on the true purple. 26 out of 250. Hernandez, Rojas, Jonathan India, Gavin Sheets, and we got a Colin Burns for the Orioles, 69 out of 99 for the memes. Going to Natalie and the O's on the Colin Burns. This probably gets a little bit of bonus love, huh? Is it Don Can or is it Don Con? Because, I mean, he's C-O-N. I mean, I guess it could be Can. I'm not Spanish, so I don't know how they say their names. I'm just trying my best over here, all right? At least I know that Luis Robert's name is Luis Robert and not Louis Robert. We got Morabel and Ryan Reckley, okay? I try my hardest to pronounce the names correctly. Am I the best at it? No, not even close. Say I probably butcher half of them. I mean, for all I know, his name's Duncan. And that's how he says it, is Duncan. I mean, I don't know. I'm telling you right now, I mean, you'll be a wealthy man, but if Robert has a good year, I'll be also sitting pretty. So, I'm not mad at your MVP prediction. I mean, I would be a little concerned about that too. Valid concerns. I'm going to have Verdugo, Edward Cabrera, Eddie's Leonard, Bo Bichette, Rojas, Joey Bart, Guzman, Wander Franco, Rafael Devers, Ryan Reckley, Freddie Freeman, William Bargala, Joey Votto, Jason Morabel. All right, everybody, stop talking about Tom. I'm joking. Nobody's talking about you. Got Salvador Perez, Rain, Don Con, De Los Santos, Veras, Matt Manning, Prieto, Luis Gil, Wes Kath, Kyle Tucker, Nelson Vasquez, Joe Adele, Hernandez. And they have a 23 out of 50. Urabiel Angeles. But Tom, I am serious about ripping box. Like, if you want something, especially if it's football or basketball or UFC, I mean, God forbid if you want soccer, WWE. And if I can get it for you, I'll just give it to you. I'll open it at whatever price I paid for from the distributor. It's going to build up allocation long term. I don't care about making money up front. Shohei Ohtani, Luis Robert. We got Ryan Reckley, 4 out of 99 going to the Giants, and Rob Romine on the super zoomed in. I mean, that goes for anybody. If I can get something and you want it, I mean, I'll just give you I'll tell you whatever price is at GTS or Peach State. And Ryan Reckley for the Giants, 4 out of 99. I don't have that much 2022 products, to be honest. You have Juan Bin Cho and Fernando Tatis Jr. Like, draft kaput. I was going to say, getting draft is damn near impossible unless you want to overpay for it. Chrome, I can get Chrome all day. Chrome hobby boxes, super easy to get. The HTAs are hard, but the hobby boxes I can get. Sapphire stuff in general is hard because what GTS used to get a lot of it from Topps, but nah, you have to be. I'm not that important. I mean, isn't he like the unicorn of that product, though? I mean, I need to actually set a schedule. My big issue is back to the product-wise. I don't necessarily... I need to start planning more ahead so I order the products earlier than just ordering them whenever I start selling stuff out. We got Miguel Cabrera, Jonathan India, Christian Hernandez, Jay Allen, Sal Frelick, Jose Miranda, Aaron Ashby. We got James Triantos on the shimmer for the Cubs. Have Edison Polino, Dari Lorenzo, Bo Bichette, Gabriel Arias, and Dunham. There is not. We have Eric Hernandez, James Triantos, Machado, Arozarena, Mayer, Luis Rodriguez, Brian Acuna. I have Reggie Crawford, Brandon Marsh. I have Angelis on the speckle. Good Lord. Athletics. $2.99. I will post the second half of this. If anybody wants their team before I post it tomorrow, by all means, just let me know. You can times 2 it before I post. A 221 out of 299. Hernandez. Angelis. Yelich. Jose Ramirez. Samuel Munoz for the Dodgers. And Josh King. Wait, no, there is it. The base checklist is out for Bowman's Best, isn't it? We have Samuel Munoz. Look, I was surprised the guy gave me 8 cases. I can order more than that. We have Victor Acosta and Samuel Munoz. But I don't know if they'll give me... I can ask for more, but I don't know if he'll give me more than that. I was surprised the guy from Peach State said yes to 8 cases, so... Oh, what I was saying, Tom, is I have WWE Immaculate coming tomorrow. If you want to open both boxes, I won't post them in breaks. I also have a whole case of UFC Select. So I know you were asking about that a long time ago. I found a case of it. It must have been in my basement somewhere. I'm going to say I seen a case of it the other day. The one that has the... I can't think of his name right now, but it's his first rookie card. I know that was a while ago you were asking about it, though. We have Eloy Jimenez, Javier Baez, Hedbert Perez, Oscar Colas, Curtis Mead, Alec Boehm, Aaron Judge, James Wood on the purple shimmer. There might be 133 out of 250. I have to look at the checklist. I mean, there's not any Owen Hart autographs. There might be some like old memorabilia. There might be like base like a parallel run, but I know you're being a smart ass. We have Rain Doncon, Yordani De Los Santos, Nick Lodolo, Alec Thomas, Cole Henry, Willie Vasquez. I'm actually like a pretty huge wrestling fan, so I mean, Weimer, Bobby Witt Jr., and Wilson Contreras. Carson Williams. Carson Williams again. Ramos, Hayes, Dylan Carlson, Sal Frelick on the Mint Berry Crunch going to the Brewers. And that is going to Thomas Foost and the Brew Crew. It's going to be a 73 out of 125. Hedbert Perez, Alvarez, Christian Pache, Josh Donaldson. Have a Yason Murabel on the 365 out of 499 for the Rangers. This is also true. So I can try to post a UFC break, but the last time I tried to post a UFC break, No one got in it at all. My bad. Ryan Hummel did. Yasin more about 365 out of 499. Tavar and Wilman Diaz. But I'll post it as a serial number and see. But last time I tried to do something, I even like did it to where it was a little bit confusing, but I did it to where like as I know a decent amount of the fighters, like keep up with it somewhat, where I like broke it down to where like it was the serial numbers were even. I have not. Well, I mean, I know I've not, but you actually don't take the Mariners that much in the group. Oh boy. I don't think Chris Benoit exists to the WWE, to be honest. I don't think they acknowledge him. There's no crippler cross faces going on, so. Don't think we can have any of that. The redemption is Yarlin Susana for the Padres. The big, tall pitcher. Supposed to throw absolute gas, but... Pretty sure he's injured right now. We have Polino, O'Neal Cruz, Miranda, Noelvi Marte, Matt McLean, Max Scherzer, Joe Adele, 87 out of 99, going to the Angels. And Kevin Huber, Vera, Brian Acuna, Eric Hernandez, Jordan Lawler, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Jason Chourio, and Reed Detmers. We have Jordan Walker, Marcus Semien, Jackson Jobe, Eloy Jimenez, Brandon Marsh, Oscar Colas. You want to start out with an out of 50 autograph? You got Colson Montgomery, Aaron Judge, Brandon Crawford, Yordani De Los Santos, Jose Altuve. We have a 6 out of 25 Boba Shed on the purple. Going to Kevin Britton in the Blue Jays. You got Wilman Diaz, Elliot Ramos, Alex DeJesus, Andrew Vaughn, Suzuki for the Cubs, and I think this is Suzuki's photo variation. Manny Machado. What the fuck are the numbers at? Oh. Yep, that's a photo variation. That's a big boy hit right there. Going to the Cubbies and Eric Greco. Bro, you were out of your damn mind, Matt. So I didn't know we were in the big baseball group where guys are offering 30% comps. That's a big Suzuki hit right there, because that's his photo variation out of 99. Going to the Cubs. Take Yarlin down. I mean, Yarlin is huge as well, but... Let's see. In the last, like, 48 hours, I maybe slept 3 hours. The answer is no, I do not sleep, and... I have to get to the point where I can get big enough. Like, I have to get to where, like, to 8, like what 80% of Beck Bar is to even consider doing this as like a profession. And like the break group would just be it would just be superior to everybody else's, because the shipping, like the only issue I really have is shipping. I was like, well, fix shipping. Let's see, man. Don't have anything to complain about, but it's hard to fix shipping when I have to work 40 hours in an office. Even if I can just find a decent remote job. Plus the whole, you know, having kids thing, kind of. Little kids is... I mean, does anybody ever sleep? Got a couple of them. Matt, don't have another kid till your daughter's like 5 if you're planning on having another one. Oh my god. Look, we're not starting a whole real breaks wearing bandanas and doing gay shit, alright? We have Juan Yepes, Christian Yelich, Sam Bachman, Robert Hassel, Yason Morabel, Bryson Stott, MJ Melendez, Luis Rodriguez for the Dodgers on the shimmer. I mean, Tom, you're up pretty late, too. Do you ever sleep? I was going to say. Veras. Hernandez. Corey Seager. Spencer Torkelson. I'm going to start my own app and call it Common. Outman. Denzer Guzman and Colson Montgomery. We have Fernando Tatis Jr., Wander Franco, Yiddy Capet, Blaze Jordan, Wes Kath, Freddie Freeman, Shohei Ohtani, Garrett Mitchell on the speckle. $182 out of $299. Jordan Walker Acuna, Javier Baez, Salvador Perez, Tanner McDougal, 167 out of 250 for the White Sox. Look, Robbie, I was going to say, at least Bowman's nice and triple threads to you. Tanner McDougal for the White Sox out of 250. We have Cesar Prieto and Daniel Cuva. Is it not? Do you not? I mean, I know you're not a huge fan of the app. Does the app even work well? Like, I refuse to. I already get accused by them enough that they think I steal people. Like, they thought I stole you, Tom. That's why I asked how you got in my group, because I got asked the question, how the hell did Tom Scarberry end up in your group when he first joined the group? And I said, I don't know. I was like, I don't know who he is. I was going to say... And he was like, well, he's one of my bigger guys, and he just magically ended up in a little group. And I was like, I don't... But... I was going to say, yeah, good old Curtis Terry. Oh, yeah, I was going to say, there's been times where people... What's the group? Is it Honeypot, Matt? Or Mike? It's Honeypot, right? So, I messaged a guy that was looking for a group in the Big Baseball group. He's like a mainstay in Honeypot. I knew he's a mainstay in Honeypot, but if you ask, and you're looking for another break group, and I say, hey, man, you should join my break group. The Honeypot guy said, that's my guy. You're an asshole to try to steal another breaker's person. Oh, are they defunct now? I mean, of course they are. He overcharges like a motherfucker. He's a terrible breaker. But anyways, he had a mainstay guy. Like, he had a guy. He was like... And I said, hey, man, you should come join my group. Like, I think you would enjoy it. Like, I see you getting baseball breaks. And the dude, like, lost his mind on me. We have Luis Acuna. Apparently, people own other people. Like, they think that everyone's a bunch of slaves. It's ridiculous. Garcia... Ricardo Cabrera, Simone Juan. I'll talk shit about other breakers joking around because I am going to cut WWE promos. If I could do one job in the world, it would be a heel in the WWE and just cut nasty promos on people. We got Aaron Judge, Eloy Jimenez, Hedbert Perez, Yiddy Capet. I'm going to live that life through YouTube and card shops. We're going to have Alec Thomas, Alec Boehm, Nelson Velasquez, Ellie De La Cruz, Roberto Campos, Wilson Contreras, and Nick Lodolo. We have Wander Franco, Lonnie White Jr., Hendry Mendez, Dylan Carlson, Bobby Witt Jr., and we got a Sal Frelick going to the Brewers out of 5. It's going to be a 5 out of 5, the book end. Does have some stuff. You're going to have to clean this up a little bit in a print line. No, I think you joined my group from an advertisement, to be honest. You probably saw some hits because I run an ad every 2 weeks for a 10-day period or 8-day period. I think you told me you saw an ad. Got Sal Frelick for the Brewers. For Thomas Fust. Got Khalil Watson, Vera. Josh Donaldson, Cobrian Hayes. Daniel Vasquez for the Royals. Of course Nick sent you an invite. I was going to say, Nick, God forbid you take a guy from Nick's group, because I got questioned about David Ritter, too, who I had never talked to David Ritter in my entire life. David spends a shit ton of money in that group. I know who he is, but I never talked to him before. Mostly because he scares me. He's like one of the few guys on the internet. Like, Tom, you might give me a good fight if we got in a fist fight over something physically, but like, that dude looks like he hit me once. If I caught the punch wrong, I'd put me to sleep. Like, I ain't fucking with that guy. I said, there's some people you just look on the internet, you're like, you fuck with him, you're going to find out. He's one of them dudes that he looks like you fuck with him, you're going to find out. Daniel Vasquez for the Royals. Brian Lovelace getting the autograph hit there. So I've never messaged David in my life. He's in the group. He's still in the group. I think even, I think Trey's in the group too. Trey, which is pretty much the dude that built Nick's group, Trey Blanchard. I shit you not, when I used to break in Nick's group, I used to think that Trey was actually secretly Nick. Because Trey would come in and drop like $500 and just like close breaks at the end to make it fill. You got Anthony Gutierrez and Roderick Arias. Hey, Mike, I said you can remove your mouth from his dick. It's okay. Yeah, Blanchard. I was going to say, he pretty much, I would say he's the reason Nick blew up was because when a break wouldn't close, like Blanchard would come in there and just slam down his big old, you know what, and just close a break. And the Braves at the time, because it was like 2019 product was expensive, and he was in there getting the Braves every single time. But in randoms, he would hit really big cards and be like, "Oh, the randoms are," or in the randoms, he get really good teams and be like, "Oh, the randoms are set up." Like that's secretly Nick. Like, but yeah. Trey's another guy. He's in the group, but I've never messaged Trey. Like, he joined off an advertisement or off a suggestion from the baseball group. Like, I wish Trey would get in some of my stuff, if I'm being honest, but I've never in my life have I talked to Trey. I just know who people are because if I'm at work and I'm not doing anything, I'm obviously patrolling Facebook, just looking at stuff to see what's going on, to see what people are pricing things, because if we're being honest, I mean, I can set my pricing to whatever I want, but guys like Nick and Real Break set the price on Facebook. Like, if you're the biggest guys on Facebook, you're the guys that people are looking for to see what the prices of teams are. So, like, I have to look and be in, like, some sort of relevance, even though I don't agree with, at least with Nick's Series 1 price list. It doesn't make, some of the teams don't make sense to me. So, we got PCA, CJ Abrams, Ketel Marte, Victor Acosta, George Kirby, Gavin Sheets, Yasser Mercedes, Shane Bays, George Valera, Javier Baez, Joey Weimer, the top 100 guy, O'Neal Cruz, Garcia, Chisholm Jr., and Fernandez. Like, there's another breaker, Breaking Eagle, Flying Eagle, I Smoke Eagle, I don't know what his name is, but he has me banned from his group, and I never even talked to the guy. We have Max Scherzer, Edison Polino, just because I break. He's so worried that I would go in his group and take people, he has me banned. Jose Miranda, Marte, Christian Yelich, Willie Fanis for the Mets. And I have a yellow Kyle Lewis on the 43 out of 50. I think it's Flying Eagle, right? That's the name of it, Matt. The dude that played minor league baseball. Like, I know about him because other people have asked me about him or told me about him, but I've never, like, I don't know who he actually is. Cal Raleigh. Robert Hassel. Bobby Witt Jr. on the photo variation. 4 out of 75 going to the Royals. And Brian Lovelace. And that's a big boy hit. Yeah, Tom. I don't know who the fuck Tommy Bird is. I mean, yeah, I know the name, but I don't know who the hell he is. I don't know where he played baseball at or whatever. That's a really nice Bobby Witt. Ding dong. No, I'm joking. Nice hit, Brian. Welcome back to the group. I hope you stay a while. On the Bobby Witt, we have Albert Pujols, Leonardo Balcazar, Stephen Kwan, Jason Morabel for the Rangers, and Jonathan India. All right, Mike. There's a lot of you wanting to see people's dicks. I'm gonna start having to question you. This a little questionable over there. Nice Jason Morabel going to the Rangers, and Joseph Bryson. Help close it up. Bryson's another guy that joined probably from an advertisement, and somebody asked me about him too. Like, I haven't messaged somebody to join my group or invited somebody in a long ass time other than Ricky Samayo. And that's only because Ricky was in my group, and then I asked Ricky why he left, and he never answered me, and I was just curious. I think he's a little fickle when it comes to like the way people break or shipping or something. I don't know. I have no clue why Ricky left. I was gonna say I know he likes stuff filling every single day, and I know that's sometimes a big issue in here. But I mean, if I get enough guys that want to fill every day, then we'll fill every day. It's not. At the time, there was no lack of getting product from GTS. Like that was when I first got a GTS account. I could get pretty much whatever I wanted, like the next day. Now GTS doesn't have any top stuff, so it's a little bit harder because PJ's 3 days away, so I gotta like plan it out. So it's just a little bit harder logistically in my head because the rep I have doesn't send me an updated list every day like he should. We got Roderick Arias, Jeremy Pena out of 75 on the Sapphire, Alec Bowman out of 499, Cesar Prieto out of 99, Nick Lodolo on the Teal Ray Wave, Acuna on the Purple Shimmer, the Sapphire base Acuna. We are going to have an out of 75 Guerrero on the orange Sapphire Savala. Colson Montgomery came to the league out of 150. Gavin Sheets out of 499 on the refractor. Let's say we have Angeles on the Speckle out of 299. A Rosarena on the Fuchsia. Jason Morabel out of 99 on the teal. Don Con out of 99 on the teal. Kyle Lewis out of 50 on the yellow. Sal Frelick 5 out of 5. Garrett Mitchell on the Speckle. The Shimmer, Rodriguez, Bo Bichette out of 25 on the purple, Joe Adele on the teal out of 99, Sal Frelick on the Mint Berry Crunch. Going to Thomas Foose, we got James Wood on the purple Shimmer, the Speckle Angeles, Triantos on the Shimmer, the Angeles on the yellow Sapphire, Wander Franco on the base, Confidant on the Mint Berry Crunch, Don Con on the purple, Lorenzo on the Shimmer, Panita on the true blue, Mitchell on the green Shimmer, J-Rod on the Sapphire base, and Freddie Freeman out of 99 on the teal. In the autographs, we have Daniel Vasquez to the Royals. McDougal out of 250 true purple to the White Sox. Yarlin Susana to the Padres. Jason Morabel to the Rangers out of 499. Munoz on the base to the Dodgers. Junior Perez to the Athletics. And DeAndrade to the Twins in Austin. Getting into the back row, Ryan Reckley on the teal out of 99. Colin Burns out of 99 on the green to the Orioles. Bobby Witt in the photo variation out of 75. You have O'Neal Cruz on the orange out of 25. Fernandez and Rafaela on 2 nice base autographs of the Rockies and the Red Sox respectively, going to Dave and Matt. We're going to have the photo variation Suzuki out of 99 on the teal. Rodriguez out of 199, or out of 199 out of 299 on a Speckle going to the Athletics and Travis. Then we got the Vaquero, 231 out of 299 on the Speckle going to Tom on the nice hit. I appreciate you guys getting the break, boys. That is going to be the Bowman break. We will post the same one tomorrow. So we're going to have a triple threads posted tomorrow as well as this break. I'll try to post them a little bit earlier to see if they get filled up. I'm going to actually post a picture on the Big Baseball group. It is a little bit late. I'll probably post a picture tomorrow afternoon to show the loot that we got. There's some 4 big boys right here. 2 photo variations, Vaquero, and then the O'Neal Cruz out of 25. But I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night and be safe. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tom, let me know if you want any NBA fast break. I mean, we can try to post the UFC tomorrow. But NBA Mosaic fast break, I have 5 boxes of it. I don't know if you have any interest in. I know basketball, you're like hit or miss. It's from the class with Cade Cunningham. If you want any of it, let me know. I'll let you know whatever the price, whatever I pay for basketball wise is whatever I'll break it at. I really don't care to make any money until I start getting allocation off of it. I'll just make the money off the allocation, not off of what it is like on the rebuy list, because I mean, to me, building up that allocation to get it from GTS is a lot better. In basketball, next year, dude, basketball, that dude's a freak that's over 7 foot tall. That's like pretty much a point guard. So basketball stuff should have really good value this coming year with Holmgren and Blanchero, and then obviously the next year you have, I cannot remember the kid's name right now only because it's 1:30 and I've slept like 2.5 hours after working all day. I'm actually about to go back to work. Anyways, I appreciate y'all. I'll see you tomorrow. You guys have a good night. Be safe. If you need anything from me, hit me up. I'm going to drop off a bunch of shipping tomorrow as well. Series 1 will be out Saturday morning into the Series 1 breaks. I think one of them is in the mix with the stuff that I'm dropping off tomorrow. But appreciate y'all. See you later.